We're in Denver, Colorado at EnerCom's 18th annual Oil and Gas Conference. Joining me now is James Bennett, President and CEO of SandRidge Energy. Good morning, James.
Thank you for having us.
The last year or so has been a transformation for SandRidge. Moving forward, what is the company's strategy and vision as an E&P company?
We have gone through a lot of changes in the last year, and earlier this year we came out with a revised strategy which centers around a lower level of CapEx, reducing our funding gap and drilling really within de-risked areas of our Mississippian play. We think that if we can take our roughly $2 billion of liquidity and deploy that in our Mississippian asset, it'll be the best return for shareholders. So our strategy is to take our Mississippian position, continue to use our competitive advantages in that play, drive down costs, improve well performance and returns, and we think that'll deliver the best value for shareholders.
During the second quarter of this year, SandRidge reported its Mississippian production increased 20% from the previous quarter. What are your remaining CapEx plans for the year?
We've concentrated our CapEx this year in 6 what we call de-risked focus areas of the Mississippi. And we have about 600,000 acres there and over 3,000 locations, so about a 10-year drilling inventory. So 90% of our capital will be spent there. There we can better utilize our infrastructure. We have better subsurface knowledge and are seeing better results. The remaining 10% of our capital in the Mississippian will be in our appraisal areas, and we'll also spend about $150 to $200 million in the Gulf of Mexico for the full year.
Now you have mentioned an updated development plan to reduce costs and maximize returns. What prompted the change and what aspects are you taking to achieve this goal?
Sure. Earlier this year, the management team and the board took a hard look at the business and decided it made sense to pare back our capital plan to allow our liquidity to last longer and drill in the more proven areas of play. At the same time, we reduced our overhead costs, our G&A, and our interest expense, again, to generate a better return on capital and generate better returns for the shareholders. So now we're in a place where we've got a very big asset base, plenty of liquidity to go drill this, and are seeing very good results. So I think if you look at the results from the first and second quarter, you'll start to see some of this improved capital efficiency and lower costs starting to come through to some of our numbers.
Now you've also reported average Mississippian well costs decreasing from $3.1 to $2.95 million. What cost saving procedures have you put into place, and do you foresee any other reduction in costs?
Sure, we had a corporate goal of getting our well cost in the Mississippian below $3 million, and we achieved that this last year. That's actually down from about $3.5 million a year ago, and we think a lot lower than any of our competitors. Our operational teams have done an incredible job of redesigning surface facilities, drilling with some premium technologies to bring those well costs down. So we're comfortable in that $2.9 to $3 million range, but the teams will work hard to continue to bring them down.
James, let's talk about the Woodford potential within your Mississippian acreage. Where are you in the testing phase, and what potential impact could this have for your company?
Sure. We started talking about the Woodford program in our Analyst Day in February earlier this year. Since then we've been evaluating, shoring up our leasehold position, and coming up with our map of the play. We spud our first Woodford well in early August, and as you know, Woodford is the source formation for most of the Mississippian, and the Woodford underlays a large portion of our Mississippian. So we think we have several 100,000 acres with Woodford potential in the play. So we just spud our first well. We've got a plan to drill between 6 and 8 Woodford wells this year, and we'll continue to test and evaluate it, but it's a big opportunity for our company.
What else do you think our viewers should know about SandRidge?
Well, with the changes we've gone through in the last 8 months, the company's in a very good spot right now. We've got a great asset in Mississippian, really talented teams of people back in Oklahoma City and in Houston to execute this, and a big asset base in the Mississippian that will give us 10 plus years of running room.
Well, we wish you all the best.
Okay, thank you for having us.
Thank you. I'm Quinn Nguyen for OilAndGas360.com.